There's little doubt that in the Shiba Inu community, Shibarium is the most anticipated project, and the excitement for the Layer 2 platform has only grown as we near the end of the year. All year long, the dev team has been teasing us with updates on the platform's development, only to leave us feeling disheartened because Shibarium has not yet been released. In any case, it seems like we have news that will please the Shiba Inu community at large. In order to discover out, you should keep watching this video. Disclaimer: jumping right in, you probably already know that Shibarium was supposed to begin beta testing in the third quarter of 2023. If you're familiar with the Shiba Inu community, we're almost at the end of the year, and the dev team still hasn't got Shibarium into beta testing. So it's reasonable to conclude they failed to deliver on their promises. The lack of information in this area has been particularly frustrating for the Shiba Inu community. So far, the community's efforts to find clues have yielded poor results, but the Bowen-centric Twitter account Shiba Swap may have uncovered some key information. There is apparently now a website, shibariumscan.com, which will take you to the Shiba Swamp website. As far as Bowen Shiba Swamp is concerned, this is all in preparation for the debut of Shibarium. While that may be worth looking into, keep in mind that it may be a fan production. Perhaps a fan of Shiba and has bought the domain name shibariumscan.com and set it up to send people to the Shiba Swamp. The fact that the development team has been mum on the subject of a Shibarium scan website makes this scenario all the more likely. However, what do you think? Is this something made up by fans or a genuine clue? While we eagerly anticipate the release of Shibarium, we can still take pride in Shiba Inu's progress this year. The share of long-term Shiba Inu owners has risen once more, and it's about time. Only a few weeks ago, we were remarking on the fact that the share of Shiba Inu owners had risen to 50%. Today, that share has risen to 60%. This suggests that the majority of SHIB holders want to keep their coins for the foreseeable future. Diamond hands don't care if the crypto market as a whole isn't performing as it should, thus they'll continue to hold regardless. In any case, that's not all. The percentage of holders who have their SHIB for less than a month is now at 4%. That means Shiba Inus have successfully eliminated their paper hands. This should mean that the price of Shiba Inus remains fairly constant. The premise is that paper hands in a market can threaten the value of an asset since they are eager to withdraw their money at the first hint of trouble. Since there are now fewer paper holders of SHIB, its price has a better chance of rising on its own. This, at least, is the theoretical ceiling. The only way to know how things really fold is to wait and see. As the year winds down, it's also noteworthy that Shiba Inus have attracted whales. Now, before we get to it, I should mention that every day this channel gives out 100,000 SHIB. To be eligible for the giveaway, the only requirements are that you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment. Toggle Shiba Inu hashtag. As always, I wish you the best of luck. Not too long ago, we were lamenting the seeming decline in Shiba Inu popularity among whales. Even though Shibas were usually a hit with whales, demand suddenly dried up for a period. The biggest whales appear to have forgiven SHIB and returned to buying up large sums of the coin. In just 24 hours, it is one of the top 10 tokens purchased by the top 100 Ethereum whales, according to Whale Stats, a website that monitors the largest crypto investors. Additionally, it was among the top 10 tokens bought by the top 2,000 Ethereum whales during that time period. Even if the price of SHIB is not great at the moment, these purchases were done. What do you believe the new year will bring in terms of pricing increases? Experts are forecasting a price increase for Bitcoin, so it seems like it might. First, though, you presumably already know why we brought up Bitcoin. But for the uninitiated, Bitcoin's actions typically affect the rest of the crypto market, including SHIB. As a result, when Bitcoin rises in price, most other cryptocurrencies follow suit. After that hurdle has been overcome, analysts predict that by 2024, Bitcoin will have the world's hardest asset value, just as gold did back in the 70s. As a result of the dollar's detachment from gold in 1971, proponents of Bitcoin predict that the next few years will be spectacular for the cryptocurrency. Caprioni Investments, a consulting and education organization, made this forecast. This is what they claim since gold was considerably less significant back in the 1970s, and Bitcoin is even less significant now. Despite a decade of inflation and high interest rates, it was able to achieve significant progress. That's why I think Bitcoin will achieve similar success and much more in the coming decade. The inflation hedge issue between gold and Bitcoin was also brought up. People prefer gold as an inflation hedge rather than Bitcoin, in part because Bitcoin's market cap is only 2.5% of gold's capital, though considers this distinction to be one of the reasons Bitcoin is set up for a pump. As far as I can tell, the Bitcoin price has a lot of room to continue rising. Taking into account all of this, and also how Bitcoin's actions influence the rest of the crypto market, it's not unreasonable to anticipate a price increase in Shib over the next several years. Schwab's market valuation is significantly smaller than Bitcoin's. If we apply Coriolis's theory, this suggests that Shib's price could start increasing by as much as 50% in 2023. But do share your thoughts with us in the comments below. A final, cursory overview of the entire cryptocurrency market. One of the biggest blows to the crypto sector this year was the collapse of FTX, which had far-reaching effects. First, users should rest assured that centralized exchanges have sufficient assets to withstand a huge withdrawal because they are required to make public their reserves. Not only that, but many cryptocurrency investors moved their money from centralized to decentralized markets. The largest, though, has to be that the FTX failure brought attention to problems in the crypto market generally, and with centralized exchanges in particular. Here is how Cointelegraph describes it. They pose relatively straightforward but potentially far-reaching issues. Intelligent and skeptic investors can be duped into a false sense of safety by them, at least while the market is rising. Whether the decline is natural or artificial, news outlets are covering topics like bankruptcies and questionable past far less frequently. When this is not the case is when the costs of complacency become apparent. If FTX hadn't crashed when it did, it's possible that these problems wouldn't have become so apparent, and as a result, many cryptocurrency investors have decided to move their holdings from centralized exchanges to either decentralized ones or self-custody wallets. The lack of security in self-custody wallets presents its own set of problems. However, some investors are opting for self-custody wallets out of apprehension that a centralized exchange may fail. The big question is whether or not centralized wallets will still be there beyond 2023. Have you thought about moving your tokens away from a centralized wallet? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment below. And with that, this video has reached its conclusion. Please show your appreciation by liking the video and sharing your thoughts in the comments. For the YouTube algorithm, this is a huge benefit. Please also forward this video to as many people as you can. We need to get the word out. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season.